What would it take for you to make millions of dollars every single year? What's happening? It's Erik J. Olson. I was recently watching a video on YouTube that I share with my sales team. It's a video of Grant Cardone. If you don't know who he is a sales trainer. He's been doing it for who knows how long, 35 years, something like that. And has a couple of companies, also a real estate investor, $2 billion of assets that he has purchased with rental units. And so he's done fairly well for himself. And he was giving a talk probably around the time that his book 10X came out. And this is the video that I saw and I shared with my sales team. In the video, he is speaking to a group of top salespeople at an organization. Now, they don't say what the company is, or who the company is, but they do say it's a $2 billion per year organization. And the people in that room were the top salespeople, the top producers for the company. And in order to get into that exclusive club, they had to sell $1 million worth of product or services, whatever the company sold in the last year. Now, what he asked them was, what did that mean as far as salary? If you sell $1 million, what's your salary? What's your take home? And the answer that he got was somewhere between $150,000 and $200,000 in 1 year. Now, that may sound like a lot, and it is. It's a lot of money. But if you're completely uncapped, meaning you could earn as much as possible, is that really a good salary? And that was his point. Now, what he asked the group was, if you just went nuts, like if you just really just crushed it, had an amazing year, how much could you earn? And the group kind of grumbled amongst themselves. And the number that came out was $400,000. That was about the top. That was about the maximum they could earn, they believed. And what Grant said was, you need to stop thinking about $400,000 and start thinking about what it's going to take to earn $4 million. What will it take? It can be done. People do this. It has been done. There's a precedence, but only if you find the time and energy to make it happen. And it's really more about energy than time. What will it take? Now, if you're a salesperson, what it will take is a whole lot of phone calls, a whole lot of presentations, a whole lot of nothing but selling, and not 8 hours a day, and not a 1 hour lunch break, and not taking, 45 minutes off to do this little thing. Or maybe if you're working from home, go remote, working remote, go exercise for an hour or whatever, kind of slip out. Like, hey, if you want to do that, cool. But you're probably going to earn, $100, $150, $200,000 a year. Again, great salary, right? You can have a nice, comfortable life with that. But what if you want to earn $4 million? What if you want to take all, and people are like, well, why do I need to do that? Well, I mean, lots of reasons. If you want financial freedom, that's what you do. If you, let's say financial freedom for yourself is not something you're interested in, which I don't believe, but let's say that it is, or it's not something that's you're interested in. What could you do with that money? You could change the world, right? Think about how many poor people in Africa, United States, you could feed. You could shelter the homeless. You could do amazing things with that money. You could literally change the world if you don't want to put it to use in your own endeavors. So why aren't you doing this? Especially if you're a salesperson and you're completely uncapped. And the message that I sent to my team, my sales team in particular, was, as a salesperson, you are in an amazing situation, an amazing opportunity where your salary is unlimited. It's only limited by your activity, your commitment, and your ability to produce. If you want it, you can get it. If you don't get it, you probably didn't want it. Hey there, it's Erik J. Olson. I wanted to let you know about my book, $1 Million Journey, How to Launch a 7-Figure Business. This is the story of what it took for me to go from freelancer with no clients, no employees, no revenue, to growing a $1 million business. It took me 8 years, and I made a lot of mistakes. And all of those mistakes and more importantly, lessons learned are in this book. And we have chapter takeaways, 5 to 15 takeaways that you could apply right now to your business. Check it out on Amazon, $1 Million Journey by me, Erik J. Olson.